Kathy, it was the lightest, wispy snow.
I remember me personally not wigging out about it, and so it wasn't that big a deal. I think it's great when they get it wrong, when they're saying it's going to be a ridiculous amount and we don't get it, we don't get nearly that amount. That's a good thing to me. But some people were furious. About it.
Entire things had been shifted, and again. Like just plans and businesses and things that had been put into effect, and yes, it's true. People had a right to be pissed off.
Sure,
but right now, with the incredible focus on weather, that is our natural. I mean, we name regular snowstorms, rainstorms get names now. So it's so hyperbolic, focused on the weather. That was such an anomaly. Now it's just normal.
By the way, was that right? His daughter's name is Rain, right?
Raina.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was thinking, Steve, during that conversation that, the Daily News putting him on the cover with the dunce cap on, that's offensive, and they were just trying to sell papers at that point too.
Everyone.
Well, they were a real tabloidy type of.
But here's a convenient villain that we can put on the. And they did it with Larry Menti, and they did it with Alicia Lane, and it's just like they're trying to sell their stuff too. And the local news people as celebrities thing, I think, has waned some. I think
it has some.
We're the celebrities now are
they've been displaced by Gary Lauer.
No, the athletes.
Larry Menti and Alicia Lane. That was fun to watch.
That was tabloid fun, and that was national.
Insane.
Like that story ended up on national tabloids too. So
who was the dude? And I'm having a brain fart. Springtime in Paris or the
that was Steve Levy, wasn't it?
Levy.
Yeah, I love Steve Levy and Springtime in Paris. He had a stalker.
Yeah.
Steve Levy was over at NBC 10, and he was like I think they were like their midday host or something like that. And a guy had an obsession with him. And I forgot exactly what he did. He showed up and maybe it was
in the parking lot
or something.
Yeah, something. Yeah.
Don't you remember the guy's name was Preston?
Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. There's been some juicy stuff through the years.
And then there was remember Sharon Reed and Alicia Taylor? It was before social media, and there was, I forget what site it was, but they would talk about each other on like a public forum.
It was almost like was it like a chat room?
It was like a chat room. Yeah, it was before
bulletin board or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And so everyone knew, they would go under anonymous names, but everyone knew it was them, and then they have to come in and work together, and they hated each other. That was my time. I was there during that.
Kathy, think about the progression now with what was sort of like a second level, third level sort of way of maybe being catty or talking about it is now just out in the open on regular social media.
Seriously, yes.
Will there ever be a time where that occurs anymore? It doesn't. People just take right to social media and just lay it all out.
I think you're right about that, Nick, as far as the celebrity status is just a smidge less. I mean, like you're out and you see Cecily Tynan or Jim Gardner, you're going to go, wow, hey, oh my God, how you doing? But it's not quite what it was 20 years ago when it was like, yeah, oh my God.
They were our celebrities. And I think now people pay attention to the athletes in town. But Cecily, I don't know why she's on a different level for me, but she is.
Well, and now with the extent of all the media that's available,
that's part of it.
The pool has gotten a little bit bigger.
When the kid who's 3 houses over who ate 10 Tide Pods is a social media star.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. There's a different level of star that's competing.
It's contorted it
for attention now. So. John was always fun, man.
I'm glad he landed on his feet.
Yeah, he did have that problem, though, and you lightly touched on it during that conversation, Steve, where John would react to things immediately, and he would want his voice to be heard in defending himself or something along those lines, or making some opinion where he could have just pulled back and been weather dude and maybe not faced as much criticism as he did.
Do you remember how many times, and it was on air and it was off air as well, John, you just need to let it breathe, take a beat.
Yeah.
But it's all worked out for the best because it sounds like he's in his deal. I mean, we were looking at some of the properties he's handling. Jesus.
Yeah.
Top level.
Big, expensive, multi-million-dollar properties.
I do miss him.
Yeah.
He's great.
Remember, when he would come in and we would alalmost just have
abuse him.
But I mean, he would just talk and talk. And he would, when we were giving him hints, stop it, let us. He didn't. He didn't catch on.
I was just trying to give him hints right now. We were wrapping up.
And I'm like, he's working.
Sounds like somebody I know.
Mild, yep. All right, anyhow. Listen, we should take a break, but not before I give away some more gifts from the Tuna Lady.
Tuna Lady!
Portofino Tuna. Kathy's the tuna lady,
That's
but
me.
Portofino is her brand. And I can take caller number 14, and I will give you a $50 Visa gift card courtesy of Portofino Italian-style canned tuna. You can find an extra virgin olive oil. Elevate any of your homemade sandwiches, pastas, or salads. And you can find Portofino Italian-style canned tuna in the canned tuna aisle at your local Acme, ShopRite, or Wise Markets. And it is available online as well at Amazon. We want to thank Primo Hoagies for bringing in the Portofino tuna sandwiches that they brought in. They're fantastic. So let's set you up with that prize. Number 14, 215-263 WMMR. We'll be back with the Bizarre Files. Stay with us.
Preston and Steve on 93.3 WMMR.
Everything that rocks includes cool and
Evanoff fell into a refining kettle portion of the furnace at the East Penn Manufacturing Company battery plant in Richmond Township. Emergency crews responded, confirmed that a death had occurred, and notified the coroner's office. A forensic pathologist went to the scene, determined that it was accidental. It took nearly all day for the smelter to cool down enough before they could even get to the body.
One of those things run at like 1,000 degrees?
I guess,
Yeah.
and they stay hot.
Yeah.
So the U.S. Department of Labor, Occupational Safety, and Health Administration has begun an investigation. East Penn Manufacturing, founded in 1946, makes lead acid batteries and accessories for automotive, commercial, and telecommunications markets.
Not to be gruesome, but would there be anything to remove?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You would think everything would burn
Be
up.
gone,
but
yeah.
I don't know. A 32-year-old man is facing life in prison after he allegedly broke into a home and assaulted a man last month before being stabbed by the resident of the home. The Marquette Police Department alleges Alexander Chapaton broke into the residence and assaulted a man who lives there. During the fight, Chapaton struck the man with 2 frying pans.
2 frying pans?
Yeah, causing injuries. However, the victim grabbed a knife and stabbed the dude during the fight and stopped the attack. So it was frying pan versus knife. It's like
That's the
Tangled.
Chicago way.
It's like out of Tangled.
Flynn Rider. Oh, well, no, I'm sorry. She was the frying pan person. But why is
No,
he
but there's a
getting...
point when Flynn is fighting with Maximus. Maximus has a knife in his mouth and Flynn has a frying pan. And he goes, I just want you to know this is the strangest thing that's ever happened to me.
But why is he facing life in prison? Did somebody die?
When police and emergency workers... Let's find out.
All
When
right,
police and emergency workers arrived, both men were injured and transported to a local hospital for treatment. Both men have since recovered and were released from the hospital. Police say the 2 men knew each other prior to the alleged assault. Chapman was arrested last week, and he's got a count of assault with intent to murder. 1 count of first-degree home invasion, 2 counts of assault with intent to do great bodily harm. So the assault with murder charge carries a maximum sentence of life in prison. So it's a maximum sentence.
So that's how the story panned out.
See if I can come up with a cow story here somewhere where we can get your line. A man was smoking while here's another explosion one. While on home oxygen when a fire claimed his life on Friday. The fatal fire is the second one in Bangor in less than a year, caused by the victim smoking while on medicated oxygen.
I am sure they recommend you do not smoke while having a oxygen treatment.
Exactly it.
Yeah.
When medical oxygen is used, the amount of oxygen in the air, bedding, furniture, clothing, and hair increases, making it easier for the fire to start and spread, whether or not the oxygen machine is operating, they even say.
Okay.
So, yeah, nowhere near it are you supposed to be smoking.
Even if the doctor prescribes cigarettes.
And chances are, if you're using oxygen, it's
You
probably
have
because you're a smoker.
You have a respiratory issue.
Similar to the other fatal fire, the lack of a functioning smoke alarm was also believed to be a contributing factor in the death of the victim. Wow. All right, we need a nicer story after all this crap. And this is great. An 18-year-old woman from Kansas won $25,000 on the first ever lottery ticket she ever bought.
First ever.
Yeah, all out of the gate. This is easy.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I remember, I think the first time I played blackjack, I'm like, I just won, and I'm like, this is easy.
I thought you were going to reference your daughter playing golf and hitting a long one.
Just don't even start on that. She said, I bought the cash cow ticket because I like cows, and I thought it was cute.
I like cows.
I was in shock that the first ticket I ever bought ended up winning $25,000.
It was an utter miracle.
Yep.
I had a cow story. I didn't even realize it. As for her family's reaction to her extraordinary luck, Stanley detailed to Kansas Lottery that when she first told her father about her winnings, he didn't initially believe that she had actually won big. However, upon further inspection, Stanley's father realized she was indeed a winner. She plans to attend Fort Hays State University later in the fall to study elementary education and is looking to put the winnings towards her college degree.
How wonderful.
That is a good story. All right, and then one more.
Another
and
murder.
Then we will wrap it up. Another murder?
No, I'm kidding.
Okay, no, we won't do a murder. How about this? My True Lawn, an online retailer for True Green Lawn Care, says it is seeking someone to play cornhole on 5 separate days and complete a worksheet for each experience. The game involves tossing small bags of corn into the holes on a board. You know this.
Yes.
The job listing says a candidate will need to have access to their own cornhole equipment, and they will pay $1,000 for the effort.
And the result is what?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Applications are being accepted on the company's website through April 2nd, and a winner will be announced April 7th. So I don't know. That's why I thought it was a bit strange in the bizarre file this morning.
Nothing has to do with the product.
All right, and that is the B file. We are going to take a break, and while we're doing it, I think, we have a couple of other giveaways to do to wrap before the day is up. So I'm going to give away the last 2 $50 Visa gift cards, courtesy from our meet and eat today. The sponsor is Portofino Italian-style canned tuna. So we'll take callers 10 and 11, and you will get the $50 Visa gift card, 215-263-WMMR. And we got some Portofino tuna this morning from our friends at Primo Hoagies, and they offer 3 varieties of delicious tuna hoagies, all made with Italian-style Portofino tuna with extra virgin olive oil. You head to Primo's and enjoy one of their Pescara, Italian tuna, or tuna Diablo sandwiches, and you can get that high-quality look and taste with your tuna today. So call now. Let's set you up. We'll come back in a second. Lesson question with more stuff to give away. We'll be right back.
Preston and Steve on 93.3 WMMR.
The Preston and Steve Small Business Love You, Help You line.
Hi, everyone. This is Alex from Conley Family Dentistry, located at 379 Egg Harbor Road in beautiful Sewell, New Jersey. The Conley family has been keeping mouths healthy and giving people the smile they've always wanted since 1979. Be sure to check out our amazing office and staff on Instagram, searching for Conley_Family Dentistry. Better yet, give us a call at 856-582-0090 and let us transform your smile and change your life.
Next message.
Hey, WMMR listeners, it's Rosario from Rosario's Football in Springfield, PA. We are your soccer futsal training specialists. If you have a son, daughter, or a club wanting to get to that next level in soccer, give us a call, 610-639-1081, or visit rosariofootball.net. Much like COVID-19, we are turning the soccer world upside down because at Rosario's Football, everyone plays, no matter your income or where you come from. Our motto is,
support some wonderful charities.
And the shout-outs and butt plugs are brought to you by U.S. Digestive Health. I don't know if they knew they were buying the butt plugs, too, but they were definitely buying the shards.
They're pretty cool. I think they'd be into the butt plugs.
Colonoscopy beats cancer. Schedule your screening with Pennsylvania's most experienced GI network at usdigestivehealth.com. And butt plug, colonoscopy, it all kind of,
Absolutely.
all going in the same place, right? So
same exit.
All right. We're going to do today's lesson question, and we are going to give away a $100 cash prize to welcome Fox's new show, Game of Talents. And the question that I have for you this morning is, they're calling the movie The Father the unofficial what sequel? All right, the unofficial sequel to what movie? Or they're calling it this, you know the answer.
Yeah.
If you know it. I don't even know how to word this.
Hell.
215-263-WMMR. Hell, let's do the trash.
The trash business is a gold mine.
93.3 WMMR with Preston and Steve's Hollywood Trash.
Brought to you by Royal Farms, real fresh, real fast. You can start each morning with a hot, fresh cup of Royal Farms coffee. It's made 1 cup at a time from the finest coffee beans in the world and freshly ground just seconds before serving. What's up this morning, Steve?
Well, LeBron James surprising reporters by saying he hasn't made a decision about taking the COVID vaccine. LeBron says when he is conflicted, he finds inspiration in Malcolm X because he ran a school for kids with mutant powers. Kendall Jenner revealing that he has been bitten by the baby bug. Yeah, and she's reversed her earlier decision. Just a while ago, she said she didn't want to be a mother, and now she does. Kendall says she can't think of anything more beautiful than making a baby with one of the 4,509 players currently in the NBA.
Oh, my God.
And finally, Gwyneth Paltrow revealing she put on almost 20 pounds during quarantine and realized she had to do something quickly. Paltrow says she knew things had gotten out of hand when she tried on her old Endgame Iron Man costume and popped a few rivets. That's your Hollywood Trash.
Let us get an answer to the question they're calling The Father the unofficial what sequel, and we will go to our first caller in. It was Jason. Hey there, Jason.
Hey, guys.
All right, bud, so they're calling The Father the unofficial what sequel?
Pitch Perfect 3.
Yeah, you got it. Pitch Perfect 3. Jason, hang on. Since you got it right, we have a no, we don't. We have a $100 cash prize, yes, to welcome Fox's new show, which is Game of Talents. And for another chance to win some cash, you can click contest at WMMR.com to enter to win $500 by uploading a photo of your unusual talent. And check out Game of Talents, a new series where 2 teams must figure out the hidden talents of mystery performers, premiering this Wednesday. So tonight, right after The Masked Singer, and that is on Fox 29. Let's go to Music News.
Now, Preston and Steve's Music News on 93.3 WMMR.
Good housekeeping.
All right, Music News brought to you by Salus University. Salus University offers some of the fastest growing and highest paid health professions in the country, including optometry, audiology, and speech-language pathology. Salus University, the future of health science since 1919. To apply, you can visit salus.edu. We'll start with Foo Fighters. They have revealed that they accidentally ended up collaborating with Nick Raskelnik, who is their producer, on their album One by One album. And it's really weird how it happened. So in an interview with Taylor Hawkins, he said Dave accidentally called the wrong Nick. And it's so Nick Raskelnik has gone on, or Raskolnik, I'm not sure how you pronounce his last name. He's gone on to be a really popular and successful producer. He produced Rush and all these other bands and stuff, but I think he got started with these guys because of this wrong phone call.
It was an accident.
So he said he showed up, and the guy who produced it, he said Nick showed up, and that guy who produced it, and he just was a great cheerleader. This is not worded properly. Anyhow, he was just a great cheerleader for us, and he really was enthusiastic about us. He said, David admitted, I meant to call Nick Oliveri, who was the bass player from Queens of the Stone Age, and my friend Nick Raskelnik had answered. And so I knew him from Sound City. He's a great engineer. We worked at the studio for years, but he was an engineer. And so when asked if Dave dodged admitting that he had called the wrong person, instead asked him to come down and make the record, and he responded exactly, yes, that's what happened. Hawkins added, yeah, and he's gone on to become a legendary big-time producer, so he's just an engineer at a time.
But just by happenstance. But if you have somebody who's a good engineer, they start, they can often...
Yeah, they learn it.
Yeah, jump right over.
And that's usually the progression to producer.
Interesting.
Motley Crue's 1989 fan favorite "Time for Change" has popped up in a new TV commercial.
Is this the Brady Bunch song?
The Dr. Feelgood track is featured in Delta Brands faucets, shower heads, and other kitchen and bathroom accessories. Then album's Kickstart My Heart was previously used in ads for both Planters and Dodge Chapter. I don't know what Dodge Chapter. What the hell is that?
None of this makes sense.
No, these words are... It's probably Charger, right?
I think it's Charger.
Is it possible that he was trying to write, whoever wrote this copy was trying to send a message to someone? Is he perhaps being held hostage?
Maybe that. And I don't need
Are some letters larger than the others?
Yeah.
Is it all different pieces of newspaper type?
There are capitalized things here. I don't really know. But here's the song.
When it's time to change, then it's time to change.
Okay.
Sha-la-la-la-la-la.
Sha-la-la-la-la. Newly released are two classic Ronnie James Dio-fronted Black Sabbath albums, 1980's Heaven and Hell and 1982's Mob Rules. Each record was issued digitally as a double CD and 2 LP set. Due to space constraints, both vinyl editions include a selection of bonus material from the CDs. Tony Iommi said that he still has a soft spot for both of the Dio-fronted albums. He said, those two albums I really do love. He said, Heaven and Hell was the initial one, and that was a groundbreaking thing for us because it was so different to what we had done before. And I knew those songs were really good. They just felt, like when you get that feeling that this is it, this is great. And I've always worked, and I have to like it first, he said. I've always worked, if I don't like it, it's not worth trying to record it and put it out. So he was happy that they were different from their other approach. And with Ronnie James Dio being the lead singer, obviously it sounded way different, but those are being reintroduced. Machine Gun Kelly plans to keep breaking the mold with his music. The Ohio rapper said that one of his that his one intention for the future is to break the mold of everything I just did and piss people off all over again. He said, even when
he's a bad boy.
When I say break the mold and piss people off over again, I mean just make them think again, make them have a moment like this artist is so polarizing that I have to tune in. He added that Kanye West is the perfect example of an artist that you don't get bored with because he's always breaking conventions. And then one last story. It's the fact that our own Pierre Robert will be speaking with The Offspring today at 2 o'clock. Dexter and Noodles from the band are checking in for an exclusive interview.
He's got a good rapport with those guys.
He does, so make sure you tune in for that. And that's what I have in music news. Secret text word, we got to get a winner. So, Kathy, I need a number caller, please.
20.
Let's take the 20th caller, 215-263-WMMR. If you know the secret text word, you win the home run package for All That Rage, a new rage room located at the Bates Motel, the Bates Escape Room facility in Westchester. We'll come back with that winner and get ready to wrap it up and see what Pierre's got in store for you. Stay there.
Preston and Steve. All 93.3 WMMR.
Today at 2. Join me, Pierre Robert, for a conversation with our good friends Dexter and Noodles from The Offspring.
to Kelvin, it gets a little difficult.
I do.
Yeah.
And that's the Kelvin timeline on Star Trek.
So,
it's very, very challenging being me, just going through life, having this level of brainiacal abilities.
Right. Yeah. Thinking that much can hurt.
Oh, my God, the headaches I get.
I understand.
Well, people who have not seen Pierre, there was an episode of Star Trek years ago where they had huge skulls with pulsing veins on them, and that's what you have.
That's it. That was it. That was the earliest. That was the
cage and then the Menagerie.
Yes. Featuring the appearance of Christopher Pike.
Played by Jeffrey Hunter.
Played by Jeffrey Hunter. Wow.
Yeah.
He knows his stuff. These are the things I can. Then I don't know any other current things, but those, of course, aren't current.
Yeah, it was 1965.
Other current things.
All right, so I'm not. I was telling.
And now the news. Japan attacks Pearl Harbor.
FDR says we have nothing to fear but fear itself. I need to take a class on hip movie references and all the stuff that you guys know.
Right. Yeah,
there is no such.
You were telling
class.
Pancake that?
I was telling Pancake that, and Connor that the other day, and I go because there's another hit movie reference. I can tell you lines from Casablanca.
Right.
But
it's a masterpiece.
It is a masterpiece. I think the greatest film of all time. I gave it to you, Casey, on DVD a couple of years ago.
Yep,
but you will not watch a black and white movie.
Watched it.
You did not.
I totally did.
You didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
You hated it?
No. It was cool. It was like about a White House. Right?
White House.
Yeah.
Casablanca.
The Casablanca.
Oh, you fish head.
Wow. Well, we could go on and on about this, but the people are waiting. You ready to do the letter?
Yes.
Here we go.
Preston and Steve on 93.3 WMMR.
Now, the Daily Letter.
And the Preston and Steve show is brought to you today by the letter.
E as in ethereal.
All right, E, and we have $500, and it's part of T-Mobile 5G Fridays, where T-Mobile is giving away 5Gs in the name of speed with the Preston and Steve show. For another shot at $500, you just click contest at WMMR.com to enter to win one of five $500 online prizes. T-Mobile is the first to bring 5G speeds to cities and towns across America. Coverage and speed. Who says you can't have it all? T-Mobile, are you with us? Or 2 letters away from giving that away. What's up on the show today, man?
Well, I've got to give away this rock documentary, Long Live Rock. Several of us had it to give away, and I have it today, and so I've got a couple of copies to give away, so stand by for that coming relatively soon. Workforce box of Pearl Jam, Breaking Benjamin, for Jeff Amen's birthday and Ben's birthday at Breaking Benjamin and Dropkick Murphys, and also, as you mentioned kindly, thank you, 2 p.m. we will have a conversation with Dexter and Noodles of the Offspring.
Nice.
So that'll be fun.
Wonderful. I want to thank our sponsors, President Steve Show, brought to you today by Acme Markets, fresh foods, local flavors. Also, Dunkin', the official coffee of the Preston and Steve Show. Tomorrow morning, the majority of the work week through, and we will have a gentleman named Ryan Airy on. He is from Screen Crush on YouTube.
Yep.
Which is a wonderful channel and breaks down all kinds of genre stuff in the movies.
Very, very popular. They have the YouTube channel and their own actual website's great.
Excellent. All right, so we'll spend some time with him and see what else we can get into. That's it. We're done. Oh, wait a minute.
What? Whoa.
The salad group brought by some
yes.
goodies for us, and I wanted to thank them because we mentioned that local chef had went on
Shark Tank.
And one.